There's so many different tile options here at the Restore. They're usually discarded tiles or ones they can't sell. I really like these. I think these would make perfect like bases for a project that I want to do. They come in a bunch of different finishes. Now the only problem is they say they only sell them by the box. Sorry for all the noise. At the other Restore that we shop at, they sell them individually. So I'm going to see if I can just buy one of them, but I may not be able to. So next I want to check out the light fixtures. That's another one of my favorite sections, but I have an idea in mind for a centerpiece that I want to try out. So let's go see what they have in the light fixture section. You can find really modern options like this one for affordable prices. Like this light fixture right here is only $20 and they actually have 2 of them. But the thing I'm gonna be looking at today are the light shades. Now these are priced at just $1 each, and you may be wondering like, what am I going to do with these? These are gonna make some perfect planters. So I wanna find 3 that I love. I think of all the ones that I'm looking at, these are my favorite, and I'm gonna put them over here on my tile to see what they're gonna look like. I think I wanna pick up 3. So let's DIY this. With my tile, I'm going to add a little bit of finishing detail to the edges because it has those rough tile edges. So I'm going to be using a gold rub and buff color and just apply it on with a foam brush. So I have my dollar lampshades that I'm going to use. And since they have the hole at the bottom, I'm going to add in these Dollar Tree plastic containers to make sure nothing goes out that bottom opening. Then I'm going to be adding in some Dollar Tree rocks that I have. You can see that I'm just using ones that I already had in my collection. I have some white ones as well as these kind of multicolored neutral ones. I picked up these florals at Hobby Lobby and I'm going to cut off the bottom stem so that they're a little bit shorter, and then I'll add one into each of my containers. Once I got the plants in place, I added in a little bit more rocks, and I'll style these on the tile piece on my dining room table. Lamps are another item that are a great dupe for high-end decor, and most thrift stores have a ton to choose from. If you can find a set, that's even better. Okay, these are such a good deal, $10 each. The lampshades are a great deal. I love the shape of them. I may want to update this, but man, you cannot beat $10 for a lamp in great condition. I really didn't need to do much to these lamps, but I wanted to update them so they were a little bit more modern. I removed the lampshades and then I used my frog tape to tape off the top portion of the lamp. Now with the bottom, I spray painted the bottom half with 2 coats of an ultra matte spray paint. Once that dried, I removed my painter's tape and then I came in with some rub and buff along the top edge. All I did was take a foam brush and I painted that on to the top half of my lamp. Once that dried, I added back in my lampshades because they were in great condition and no one would be able to guess that these lamps were only $10 each. When you're out thrifting, don't be intimidated by a dingy lampshade like this one because you can always paint it and bring it back to life. I'm gonna use a stippling brush, but honestly, you could probably use any brush. I found a white sample paint that I had. I added a little bit of water to it and mixed it up. I simply did 2 coats all over this lampshade. You can see this lampshade is dingy, it's old, it's like probably, I don't know, 40 years old, and it just needed some new life. It definitely needed 2 coats, so if you're gonna do this, do 2 coats, but this turned an old lampshade into a completely new. Looking through the frames, there's a tortoiseshell frame on Pottery Barn. I'm wondering if I can paint it to look like that. We'll try it out. So when starting this frame, I looked online for different tortoiseshell inspiration. I didn't think I was going to be able to do the exact Pottery Barn one, but I was going to try to make it look like a tortoiseshell. So to do that, I needed to paint it all one color. So I went in with this cream ivory sample paint. You guys, I buy sample paints in
all different colors, and they're really inexpensive. I find that's just the easiest way to get paint. When you're doing tortoiseshell, you want to start with kind of a coppery color. I started by dabbing it on with my paintbrush, and then I came in with the sponge. Next, you want to go in with more of a fine detail brush, and you're going to add on your black. You do want to definitely go in and sponge your black as well to make it look very blended. I have to say, when I was doing this, I'm like, I don't know if this looks tortoiseshell or tiger striped, but I was kind of liking it. I felt like I needed to mute it down a bit. So I came back in with that cream color. I'm going to go back and forth between my sponge and my paintbrush, adding additional color. Until I was happy with the look of it, I put in a picture of my family, and here's how the frame turned out. Not the exact same, but I really like it and think it's a fun paint technique. Hey guys, I'm Liz, and you're watching my second DIY channel where I post daily DIY videos. You may be familiar with my main channel, Liz Fenwick DIY, but I'm glad that you found me over here on my second channel. Make sure that you're subscribed so you just get notified every day when I post our daily DIY video.